So guys, this was my week 2 flyby spend at Coles, and this is what I purchased. Stocked up on some jasmine rice because we are completely out. Picked up the slow cooked brisket because it was on sale for $13 a kilo, as you guys can see here. It was on the meat specials this week, I think. I'm going to slow cook this with some onions, carrot, potato, and passata. And I'll probably serve that on the side with some buttered toast. And they also had the bolognese mince on sale at Coles for $5 for 500 grams. So has a mixture of pork and beef in there. I actually don't know what the pork and the beef ratio is, but there's that. Grab some pasta spirals. I will probably need to stock up more on pasta in my next flyby shop because I think I'm running very low. Oyster sauce I also needed to get because I'm pretty much out. The bread was $2.70, the oyster sauce was $4.50, and the Simply Home brand pasta was 90 cents. And then I also grabbed I think it's 1.8 kilos of the beef lasagna at Coles. I figured that's a nice, quick, easy meal for me because I'm a little bit tired today, so I don't want to do a massive cook up. And this was only $12.50, so I'm going to give that a go and see if it's tasty. And our favorite Western Star butter spread was on sale. I think it was $4.80 for this one, and then I just grabbed 2 liters of milk for $3. Hey guys, I just picked up a couple of items from my local Asian grocer and Aldi. The Chinese cabbage was actually really cheap. It was $2.50 for this one here. Pork mince was $4.70 at Aldi. I'm probably going to do a pork mince, oyster sauce, and Chinese cabbage stir fry and serve that on some rice. And then I picked up some of these instant noodles, but I think it's like a vermicelli type noodle, not the regular ramen noodle. They were $1.50 each for the purple packets, and they were $1 each for these Mama packets. Cotton buds were, I think, $3.89 at Aldi, and Aldi actually had a special on these bars of soap. I think it was $2.60, and normally it's like $3.50. So it was a pretty big sale, but this white packaging, or this type of scent, my partner's not too familiar with, so he just picked up one. I'm normally a body wash girl, so I picked up a couple of body wash for the stockpile. My partner uses both the body wash and the barred soap, so we tend to stock up more on the body wash, and then just some dishwashing detergent there. The Aldi one's quite cheap. I think it's $2.80 maybe. It was definitely under $3 for a large bottle. And then I saw there was a new scent for the toilet cleaner. It says citrus. So I still have 2 at home, but I figured I'll pop that one in the stockpile, seeing as it's a new scent and would like to try that. And then the wet wipes, we generally go through probably 4 to 5 packs every month because I do have a dog, so we go through more disinfectant wipes compared to usual, and these are under $4 a pack, I believe. Hey guys, just a couple of items I got on clearance. So I got these Italian lamb shank seasonings for the slow cooker. They were on clearance for 50 cents each. There was a lot, but I only grabbed 2. And these Tilda butter and sea salt rice cups, that's going to go in the stockpile pantry. And it was on clearance for $1 per pack, so I grabbed 2. The feminine product, that was on clearance. I think normally they're $15, but they were on clearance for $3. And then I loaded up on another roughly about 6.5, 7 kilos of oranges for 80 cents each. Just a very quick top-up shop today. Not even a top-up shop. I kind of just swung by the shops to pick up a few things. I still have about 10 oranges, I think, but because they were still 80 cents a kilo, I picked up another 5, and these are huge oranges, guys. These 5 alone was 1.5 kilos. We picked up some garbage bags from Aldi because they were in stock again, and I think it's cheaper than Coles and Woolies. And Woolies had some things on clearance. The Rana porcini mushroom ravioli is one of our favorites, and it was on clearance from $8 to $3.76. And then I saw this Mexican style dip, I think it's tomato based, on clearance for 45 cents. So I was thinking maybe I can cook the ravioli and use this as a sauce. And then they also had clearance on the barbecue meat lovers pizza. I think it was $2.25. Original price was $4.50. So I grabbed 1 to try. So guys, I'll just insert some cooking clips and then I'll add on some more grocery hauls. So I've just got some bacon and a capsicum left over in the fridge. So I'm going to cook that up and serve that on top of some white rice for dinner. I got a lasagna from Coles, so I just chucked it in the oven, quick and easy. The next day I had some more bacon that I needed to use up, so I kind of just cooked that down. And then I added some toast, cheese, and the bacon on top and some cracked pepper. Another variation is here where I've used some chili powder and it was so good. This was another quick and easy dinner. I've just got some Chinese cabbage, pork mince and oyster sauce, which I stir fried and served on top of some white rice. This next meal is a throw it together meal. I've got some carrots, potatoes, onions, veggie stock, passata and my slow cooked beef brisket. I chuck everything in the slow cooker and let it cook for about 8 to 9 hours, I think, or until the meat is tender. And then I generally serve this with some buttered toast on the side. And here it is. Towards the end, I did add in some butter beans as well because I had that on hand. Now with the bacon from the other day that you guys saw, I had a little bit left over and I just caramelized some onions and had the same sort of similar thing for lunch. Hey guys, I just did a very quick shop at my local fruit and veg shop and Woolies. I got quite a few markdowns, which I'm happy about, so I'll go through the prices. Coles, I picked up this, what is it called? Provolone cheese. I think normally it's $45 a kilo, $13.68 for this piece, and it was on clearance to $3, and there were quite a lot of pieces there. So yeah, I just grabbed one. It doesn't expire until February next year. So I don't know if I've tried this cheese before, but I'm very keen to give this a go. That was at Coles. Woolies, I grabbed some markdown veggies. I've got an Asian style vegetable mix here, clearance for $1. I think regular price is about $4 to $5. Asian greens and broccolini, clearance for $1. And then I also grabbed the bright and crunchy stir-fry veggies on clearance for $1.20. And then cereal was on sale, so the Wheat Bix Honey Crunch Bites were half price, and so was the Kit Kat. The Kit Kat was $3.75, I think, so normal price would be about $7.50. My partner loves that, so it's a bit of a treat. And then at the Reject shop, we picked up this apricot Red Bull on clearance for $1. My partner also picked up the dragon fruit one to try, and the dragon fruit one's really delicious. The apricot one we haven't tried yet. In terms of fruit and veg, I picked up these lemons for $1.50 a kilo at my local fruit and veg shop, and the mushrooms were on clearance for $2.99 a kilo, so I've got about 500 or 600 grams worth of mushrooms there. Oranges were 79 cents a kilo. I picked up 2 kilos, and that's because I still have probably about 3 kilos at home, but we have been having fresh orange juice quite often, so I feel like I needed to top up on the oranges, seeing as they are in season and they are very cost effective compared to Coles and Woolies. I also picked up these yam style Asian cookies at my local Asian grocer. I have had these before and they're quite delicious. So I was craving that, so I picked that up. That was $8.50 for a tin. That was definitely a treat. And then I was lucky enough to get some fresh pomelos from my auntie. They smell really fragrant, really delicious. She did tell me to leave them out for I think 2 or 3 weeks so before I eat them. And since I was at Woolies, I had a look at the pricing for them, and they are currently $10.50 a kilo for a pomelo. So this alone, these 3 pomelos probably would have costed me about $35, $40 because they are quite heavy. So I am super grateful to be able to get these from my aunt. Now, that's probably it for this particular haul, but I'm probably going to do another shop shortly because I have the Coles Flyby Spend. So I'll add that clip on to share with you guys as well. And if you want to see what I cook throughout the week, I will add on those clips somewhere in this video as well. If you like my content, please don't forget to hit that like button for me because it really helps the algorithm out. It pushes my video out to other people that are interested in this type of content. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. That way you'll get a notification every single time I upload a video. So that's pretty much it from me. So guys, this is a bit of a bonus clip. If you're a regular on my channel, you'd know that I sometimes get to score a black box where I get to trial some new free items. So we'll go through what I got. So they gave me some brioche buns, which is fantastic. I can make burgers throughout the week because I do have some mincemeat that I'll probably turn into burger patties anyways. And I've got mushrooms, which I can grill with the onions and add it into my burger. I'll just remove this as I go, so I've got a little bit more room to work with. Now, what is this? This is a creamy tomato soup, 98% fat-free, gluten-free and dairy-free, 76 calories per serve. So this entire bag would be about 152 calories of some sort. You could probably serve this with some cheese toast or buttered toast. This is fantastic to have in my pantry because I think all you got to do is heat it up. So there's another item there. I've got some, what is this? Nose pore extraction patches. Eliminates blackheads and excess oil. Okay, so it looks like this pack has 6 patches, which is great. We love some nose patches. This is a little free sample of laundry drops, 4 in 1, cold water, 2 washes. We'll give this one a go. I tend to prefer the food items over the laundry items. But yeah. So here I've got the finely chopped tomatoes with aromatic herbs and Mediterranean oregano. So a can of tomatoes. Keen to give this a go. I have used the Mutti brand before, but I've used it in the jarred passata cans. Haven't bought it in the form of a tin can before, so keen to see if there's any difference there. This is probably the item I was most excited for. The 1-pan risotto Italian style mushroom with porcini. In the email they sent me, there was actually 2 flavors. There was another one and then there was the mushroom one, and I was really, really hoping for the mushroom one. So glad I scored that. This looks delicious. Can't wait to cook this one up. Let's have a quick squiz at the instructions. So in a saucepan, heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil and add the contents of the bag. Stir for a minute. Add 700 ml of hot water little by little while stirring smooth and al dente. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You could probably add in some chicken or spinach just to bulk up the meal as well. Okay, and then they gave me a very large pack of Simpsons white wraps. So that's amazing. I might buy some of the Coles chicken tenders, chuck that in the oven and do some lettuce wraps with chicken tenders throughout the week. And then they also gave me quite a few of these, what are they called? Wellness shots. So this one's to relax. There's lemon balm, chamomile, ginseng, it's raspberry flavor. And then they've got a focus one here. Guarana, vitamin B2 and 7 and etc. Orange flavor. And then over here we've got a energy one. Guarana, terrain, ginseng, B1, B6, and this is a tropical flavor. Now, I also really like it when they give me the Barilla pasta because I find Barilla pasta is really tasty, but as you know, the Coles brand one is way cheaper, which is like 90 cents. The Barilla is, I think, generally $2.50-ish to $3, I think, from memory. So I tend to only buy them when they are on sale. So when I see this in the freebie box, I get super excited. So this is pretty much what I got in my freebie box. Let me know in the comments if you have received a freebie box from Blackbox as well. If you're a regular on my channel, you would have seen me talk about this before. But if you're new to the channel and you have any questions regarding this, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get around to it as soon as I can.